welcome to another adventure in cars. Back in 2004 when Nissan burst on the scene with a full-size truck, I thought to myself, what a great name for a truck. A Nissan Titan! It just sounded good. But seriously, there was a lot of innovation that came with that first truck, like a factory spray-in bed liner, or a channel rail system that ran around the outside that you could tie your load down from any point you wanted, not just the four corners of the bed. They also had a higher bed floor so that you would have less interference from the wheel wells. So, that makes sense when you own a truck, when you've used a truck. So that brings me to today. I'm pleased to present to you a truck made in 5 different states, thousands of jobs, American jobs. The 2017 Nissan Titan! The all-new 2017 Nissan Titan offers an all-new endurance V8 that features direct injection, a 4-valve per-cylinder design that delivers 390 horsepower at 5,800 RPM with 394 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM. Now, for those of you that are keeping score, that's about 73 more horsepower and 9 pounds of torque over last year's outgoing Titan. And with a new 7-speed transmission, it's enough to propel this almost 6,000-pound beast to 60 in the high 6-second range, with a quarter-mile time in the low 15s. Now, what we're looking at here is the SL trim, which has the off-road package on it, which gives you these really nice 18-inch dark finish aluminum alloy wheels. And they look nice on the Java Metallic. So let's talk towing and hauling. After all, if you just bought a truck to look good in it, then what's the point? It'll tow up to 9,730 pounds for the crew cab. It has a max payload, the junk you put in the bed, of 1,610 pounds. Now, what I like is it has the integrated anti-sway control, because if you've ever experienced the wind pushing you around on the highway, it's enough to make you never want to tow again. And with a built-in brake controller, it's an absolute must if you're towing an RV or a trailer. Now, another nice feature are these power-heated chrome manually extendable towing mirrors with integrated turn signal. A nice touch. Now, here's how you know Nissan was thinking. They have an innovative trailer light check. Once you've hooked up your trailer, you can easily check all the brake light connections by cycling through the lights with your Nissan Intelligent key. A really great idea, especially when you're hooking up on your own. Lastly, you have this really nice backup camera with a 360-degree bird's eye view, which makes hitching up all that much more easier, especially when, again, you're by yourself. Now, I found the cabin to be a really nice place to be. You had this really nice stitching that went across the dash, and all the fit and finish just felt great. Almost like I've been here before. And that's not a bad thing. Another interesting feature was there was 14 cup holders. You had 2 in each door and several throughout the cabin, so you'll never be thirsty. So there are 2 configurations available. You have the single cab and the crew cab. Now, the single cab 2-wheel drive S starts at $29,580, and you can get the S and the SV trim in the single cab. And when you go to the crew cab, you get a 2-wheel drive S that starts at $34,780. Now, there is 5 trims available for the crew cab. So you have the S, the SV, the Pro 4X, the SL, and the Platinum Reserve, which tops out at a base price of $55,400. So let's talk options. I found some of them to be very reasonable, like the power-heated chrome manually extendable towing mirrors with integrated turn signal, a trailer light check, and the trailer brake controller you see here were only a $360 option. I also liked the black finish grille on the front of the car. It was a nice contrast to all the chrome that was going on. And that was only a $290 option. Lastly was the off-road package, which had the 18-inch dark finished aluminum alloy wheels and off-road performance shocks for $400. I think the only downside to that was you were going from a 20-inch wheel down to an 18-inch wheel. Now you'll need to check Nissan's website for all pricing because it may be different depending on where you live. Okay, getting onto the back seat, I found it was very spacious. You have these really nice storage pockets and plenty of room for a 6-foot adult. And then you have these nice power outlet so you can charge your phone or whatnot. And of course you had cup holders in front of you, and you had a nice center armrest with cup holders as well. Now the bed had these really cool LED lights under the rails on each side. And you also had a light by the rear tailgate, as well as lights on the back of the cab, of course. Now getting a good look here at the bed, you can see the raised bed giving you very little of the wheel wells, as well as the rail system that you can tie into at any point. The first generation Titan was undoubtedly a tough truck that brought innovation while establishing Nissan's permanent foothold in the truck market. I think the best way to describe the second generation is just serious refinement. With a very strong V8, a well-appointed and spacious cabin, and a tough appearance. The 2017 Nissan Titan and Titan XD. Designed in California, engineered in Michigan, built in Indiana, Tennessee, and Mississippi. Thanks for watching, everybody.